Does Apple even have the clips thing? Can you even see any visuals?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
What, recently, yeah?
Yeah, you've been had videos.
So let me see. Why can't I add something for my profile then? Let me find out now. Let me see who's really lying.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
but it will have like a videos tab where you can watch.
Yeah, you can put videos on
stuff.
On the song, yeah?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me, you know. If I
you can do it.
We'll find out right now, you know.
I don't know. In terms of discovering music, Spotify was good. But
what made it change? What changed for you?
I don't know.
What made you feel like?
I don't know. I just discovered Apple Music and found it a lot better, especially with their infinity.
Yeah, the infinity thing.
Where it finds like things like Spotify.
Spotify's got a radio thing though.
Yeah.
It's actually the same thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
What's so different from what these men are doing?
Man.
I remember at the time, Apple Music, the edge was that, like, because there was a period of time where like artists were doing exclusive deals, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I might fuck Apple Music. They might get an album that Spotify might not get, but then they squashed that shit. So it's like,
that is true.
What's the incentive?
Man said bunny, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. But then again, because I used to download a lot of my music just off Apple anyway, it's just easier to use.
Download the music off Apple.
Nah, obviously Trap Out.
You know, you wasn't doing it off Apple, man. You was getting
100%.
What, Apple, yeah?
100%.
With all the other things that was around, you was downloading music. What time?
No. When I say download, I mean like download off the internet and that. But then it's easier to keep in Apple Music as opposed to Spotify. I know Spotify are funny about your local files and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
the only edge for me at the time was probably the fact that storage. Because why am I downloading another app when it's like I've got a music streaming app? But then I don't know why I migrated to Spotify. I don't know what like made me, but I was like, I'm done with this.
What song is this?
Are we starting?
Yeah, we live still.
I'm having a place.
Hey, I can feel hay fever among us, bro.
Bro, my eye has not stopped itching.
I just came. I was fine outside. Now it's grabbing me. Yeah, whatever you're doing, maybe it's you, bro. Like,
I don't know what it is.
I was chilling up until now. It just started. That's my guy getting itchy and that.
And there's really no ducking. You can't duck pollen as well. Like pollen is everywhere.
Lying down, having the best time of your life.
Yeah. I feel like I have like years where it's
mild.
It's mild, yeah, and I can go without taking medicine, and then like years like this.
You know we call that one? That's a good year, fam.
100.
Rarely comes, bro.
But this year, bro, it started early.
I'm gonna have to start, like, go to the shop and grab some prescriptions, bro. Just start
that Benadryl, yeah.
Trust me.
Get yourself right, you know what I mean?
Build up the immuno.
Don't.
Get the attacker striking and that. Because this is not the wave, man. I can't be out there.
No, there was one year that shit had me on the ropes. I actually felt like I was dying. Like sniffs, like just my whole like functioning body was just out of it.
Hay fever was a joke.
Bro.
It's like a cold in the summer, fam.
Yeah.
Low key.
And you're just watching people enjoy life.
They're like, let's link in the park now.
I'm here dying. I can't breathe.
Let me know what you men are doing in the night time when the pollen count is low and
it's
that, man.
actually annoying.
Everyone wants to be in the grass and that. You're just there like, brother. You trying to kill me and that.
Yeah, man, can't even do that still.
Not this season, man. Not this season.
It's a bit wild if I play it out loud, innit? It's not it.
I mean, you could play it in the audio.
But yeah.
What are you gonna play?
Easy part.
Ooh.
I like that.
Yeah. That's that what you meant rocking with, yeah.
My thing is winners.
Winners,
But,
okay.
Yeah, but there's a specific reason why.
Okay, alright.
But I don't know if it's because of that. But I'll ask you anyway.
Alright. Yeah, I mean.
Get into the deeper layers of the heavy chill, you know what I mean?
okay. You know, when you just like having listened to this EP for so many times, yeah.
Way too special on me from the start.
Didn't really I put in the car. Call it pattern is all in the art. On a mission I ain't for the stars. Too much problems I need to restart. If you call it my life make it breathe. Ain't no surface you call it.
Yeah, he was in a pocket and that shit.
Even just it was probably like just the day, fam. I think I went out to an event. I was listening to some vinyls and I was like, I think I can put one more in there. I can put one more in there, man. I need something.
There's just enough room for an extra vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's a tricky thing when you're putting a project together. It's like, when do you feel like you've got all the parts? But then you obviously had that urge, like, nah, like there's something missing. And you've obviously heard it, like, yeah, there's room for this.
Yeah, literally, man. Literally, I just, cause it was just like I was like, alright, cool. I've got songs I've had for a bit. Got new stuff, but not like new.
The intro you had for a while, innit?
Yeah.
What was it called before though? Because I feel like I heard the intro.
Was it called Jet Ski? No, was it called that?
I thought, yeah, I don't know.
I think it was called Jet Ski something.
Okay.
Yeah, and
I feel like I heard that like a while ago.
that was probably something I played and just like had it there for a bit.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, stuff I definitely took songs out, left a few in. Yeah, and then even just added stuff because it's like cool. I had like Winners was supposed to be a single in it that me and Bricks worked on. There was like something that was supposed to just like come like out, just like cool, like just drop it, and then just have that sort of vibe in it, like that type of offering. That I'd be like, so like cool, let's go in, let's really turn up with this one.
Yeah.
But then it felt like a freestyle as well, because there was no hook. I just felt like I didn't want to put no hook in there.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like straight smoke, and then obviously with the whole like BTS videos, tapes, and the stuff that I'd be doing, it's like this just feels like a lifestyle type tune still.
You talking about Easy Part?
No, winners.
Okay,
So I deviated to Winners, but easy part was just like I just wanted to make something a bit more like alright, cool. What's my vibe like now in it? Like how can I tie that back into the tape? So it's like alright, cool. I'm gonna make something where it's like it's almost how I'm feeling right now, what I'm going through, but like let me make it vibe still the same way in it.
Do you know what made me laugh? Because there's certain lyrics in here that you're singing so smoothly, but you're singing so much crud as well.
Yeah.
It's like the greatest juxtaposition, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so cool. What did he say?
Facts.
What's it?
And the production as well, like
Calling my
it's
line that you
very
need help.
laid back.
That's it. Calling my line that you need help.
Yeah. Bro, because sometimes it be like that sometimes, bro.
Who
Like,
pissed you off, nigga?
nah, I'm telling you, man. Sometimes, bro, like there'll be times I'm just like I'm trying to like I've been outside, I've done the shoot, I've done whatever, I've gone to work, whatever it is, innit? And it's like cool. Now I'm trying to have like some time in it,
Chill off, yeah.
just to cool off, like just cool, bro. I'm chilling.
Trying to have a day off, bro.
Bro, chill out.
Aye.
This guy, man. Why you was on TNT? There's a reason why.
I hear it.
Literally.
I can't lie.
D&D
I'm
maestro,
telling
fam.
you, if I didn't put my phone on D&D, the way it would be ringing off, there'll be some situations that I'll have to explain, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Or I'm trying to record. Oh, my days. And it's like, because when I got my phone, I didn't take off the ping in it. So I just literally just put on the D&D thing. So when it's off, like I need to leave it on to just wait for a notification.
Just pinging off.
It's pinging off. I'm thinking, what the hell? What's going on now?
Yeah, nah.
Who tweeted about, man? What happened, bro? Is this it for me? Like,
Getting cancelled on Twitter or some shit.
yeah, you know what I mean? We're like, all right, yeah, Drake's playing your song and that, yeah? Finally. Tell them when I'm ready.
Trust me.
Let's meet in the 6.
I hear it still.
You know what I mean? But yeah, Easy Part was just literally just that whole sort of feeling of like, obviously, naturally, it's gonna happen, and the sort of relationships you build with people, and then obviously having a family and like everything. It's like sometimes it just feels like people. You don't have no time for yourself. Yeah. So it's easier said than done. Most things, you know what I mean. Like, cool, be happy, but like it's easy to say that. That's the easiest part. The hard part is remaining. Yeah. You know what I mean? Happy, like remaining calm and cool and stuff like. So it's just like a contrast. That's why I had to put them things in there, because that's how stuff be like. Not even asking how I am, calling my line saying you need help.
I hate you still.
I haven't even got myself.
I hate you. Like, what do you do to balance that out then? Like, besides the phone being on D&D and whatnot, like, what do you do to just tap out?
I go on walks, man. I go on walks. I go to vinyl shops. I listen to some. I do some me stuff, really, man. It's like even stuff like on my day off, I might just get up, go for a young walk, like run some tunes, like just keep it like chilled, and just like even stuff like cool. I might just do some tidying up. That way, bro, out like a few hours go by, you just see the notifications there, but it didn't disturb you. The music's bumping. Just like stuff that puts me away. And obviously now I travel as well, innit? But that's travel, like, I have to, man. Sometimes you just have to be out of reach.
100%.
Oh, what are you saying? Yeah, I got this. Yeah, I'm not even here.
That's actually that's a great title for a project, by the way. Out of reach.
100%.
Coming soon.
Yeah, I got new news on that. Yeah, that I think if it wasn't called Heavy Chill, you could have called this Heavy Steppers, like, because there's steppers on here still. Steppers.
That's just the DNA, like. That's just what we've been working on as well. Just having that sort of like vibe, and just like this EP was just all about just imprinting the sound in it. So it's like whenever I'm doing something like cool, easy part, or I'm doing a this side, or I'm doing like FaceTime or Heavy Chill, where it's like you might get a couple bars and then its flow switches up. It's like just lets people know, like, cool, this is what it's like coined from, like this is the whole like flavour, like
this is the foundation.
Yeah, literally this is the world, the experience I'm trying to expose people to in it, because it's like a listening. It's like, for me, the way I made it is for people to listen to, innit? So if I get people vibing to that, like cool. Them shows gonna be looking very different, bro. You know what I mean?
I think that's why Winners is so important on that project as well. Because I remember even hearing Heavy Chill, the concept, I was like, this is gonna be a listening project. But then I was always conscious of the fact that Sudi was gearing up to like start touching the stage. So I'm like, there needs to be that moment also on the tape. Do you know what I'm saying? Whether it comes like now, but like that just needs to be on there. And then when he heard it, and I was like, this is what you're doing, I'm like, there we go. Like, it felt like.
Because I was wondering what inspired that beat. For me, it reminds me, and I'm not even being like dumb or whatever, but it reminds me low key of like Laugh Now, Cry Later. Low key, like just that initial chord. Drake. I'm not even joking. It reminds me of that low key, just the beat in it. So I just wanted to find out like what was behind that.
Bricks is the mastermind behind that.
I think
production there.
I don't know, like my creative process here, it involves like what I'm around on a regular basis, and I think that at that time we had just like. We were like crafting what the project was gonna be like. So I was just there creatively anyway. And then obviously those chords, it felt like, okay, I don't know, like I get in this moment where I'm like making darker stuff, but then I might be on that day, I might have just felt like I just want to be doing something brighter.
That's like the sound of this whole EP thing.
You know what I'm saying? And then when he heard it, I just like, he was just like, yeah, immediately like this feels like this needs to be on my project. But I'm always like working in between those moods. It's like very dark and like moody melancholy, and then there's moments of brightness. Those moments are like a lot more rarer than like when I'm in that melancholy bag. But like it came and I was like, oh, this feels like Ascension. It feels like in the sky.
Yeah, that's exactly the word he used, Ascension. I was like,
And then once I put the drums on there, I was like, okay, like this is now like amplifying what this texture already is.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I heard that still.
So he's done with it, bro. I heard that. I said, nah. Damn.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Bricks made it.
It just feels like triumphant, almost like, I don't know, man. But I feel like with this whole EP, that sound is very consistent throughout. But it's funny
That I put that in there.
Yeah, because like, how long would you say it took you guys to create the whole project?
It's been. Let me start like probably like.
I think I started hearing Heavy Chill, like the concept, long before it was done.
Yeah, like before it was
the
an EP.
The concept of Heavy Chill was dead.
It was gonna be called something else. It was gonna be called Dark Room, innit? But it was just at the time. I think going through lockdown,
Lockdown.
Yeah. It's been a minute, bro. Some of these songs I've had for. That's what I'm saying. That's why like it's been over like a few like years. It's not just like something like that's why like even there's certain tracks that I've made and I produced a few years back, like Candy Pop. I didn't even make that in my crib. I made that Nikki Bloom's crib. And I was just going around. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna take my laptop everywhere. Well, I think it was either that or I didn't have a Mac at the time. So I'm there like, alright, cool. I want to be at someone else's house or whatever, or their studio. Let me just start working with what they have in it. Yeah. So I'm literally just like a kid in a candy shop. I'm like, like, okay, cool. Hey, what? Yeah, all right. You got some mad sounds here. You got some packs, bro. Like, I don't even have this.
I hear it.
My thing's meaty, bro. Like, I got full like hard drive. My hard drive's not even like been used like that yet. And then it's just like those tracks that remained in it. So the EP just kept kind of evolving. But there was like certain tracks, and then you got like FaceTime. Like when I heard that beat played, yeah, when Bricks played it in it was that man's studio in. We went to that I think Swave performed in Wembley. And then went to the studio straight afterwards.
Oh, in Acton.
Yeah, Acton. I was just out there and I heard it. I said, wow. I was telling Bricks, I'm going to do this track and flip it, give it that whole R&B vibe. Yeah. But I'm going to approach it a bit differently.
God.
I was like, why can't I make and it just fit like the way it was in there. I was like, that yeah, I need that.
So what, was it just a beat he played then?
He played the beat and then I just did like a reference over it, and then I wrote to it later. Yeah, and then I think I recorded that at mine still. I recorded it at mine. Sometimes
who's the girl on it? Because she's cold still.
Poeli.
She's cold still.
Shout out Baby P.
Yeah, they're the most incredible.
Yeah,
I remember actually hearing when he was like because obviously it's Sudi like. He'll hear something. I'm like, I don't know where this is gonna go, but I generally trust him. But then I was like, oh, that's what you're gonna. I'm like, it literally in my mind. I was like, P needs to be on this. I don't know how she needs to come on this, but I can hear you guys compliment each other on this track, and the chemistry had already been established. Yeah. So it's like, it never felt like forcing that. Yeah. It felt like,
it just makes sense.
He's approached this way. We're already in conversation about what we need to be doing, and then it's like. I'm hearing her voice, like the producer in my head. I'm like, she needs to be on this. Yeah. She needs to be on this.
FaceTime is for like sing-along crew style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sing-along crew style.
Literally, man.
Make you want to sing outside the girls' window.
Literally.
Hey, man, that element in music has been missing for so long. That's what
that is, man.
But it's like we go. You know, sometimes like this is the type of stuff we go through as well. But it's just about.
I feel you.
Because it's like sometimes it's like when it comes to like writing those like type of songs, it's like when it comes from a place where it's like, this is actually like I can pinpoint a feeling or experience or whatever and then coin like a whole song from it. So it's coming from an actual, you know what I mean, account or you know what I mean, and it's like that's how sometimes it's how it be in it. Like when you, like some tracks is like there's certain lines that's in there, it's the truth, like you know what I mean.
What do you prefer? Creating songs from that place, or do you prefer to be like more detached?
It depends. It depends. Like if I'm, because I can make music, or I can like make a song, or produce something, if the vibe is there, if it's like cool, right, I'm just hitting off like a flow, like that's the same sort of vibe I had when I did Jules and and Top Down.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just, I was like, I was like, damn, this is a mad, like, you know what I mean? I don't even know what's going on. I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm like, okay, go ahead, like.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just, and then sometimes it might just be things where it's like, I have, like on my walks, I might just write something, and then it's just about putting that in there, because it's like sometimes I might just have the lyrics for it already, but like the ones of this EP, Candy Pop, I made that when I wrote for that in session.
Candy Pop is crazy stuff.
That's what I'm saying.
But you know what though? You know when we went to Ballamy, we performed it at Ballamy, innit?
No.
You didn't? I
didn't perform it, no. He did. Nicky did Breathing. He did Breathing. That's a new thing, Breather.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was an unreleased joint. I just told him, spin that one there. You have to perform that one.
Yeah, no.
But we've had that tune. That's another tune we've had for him. Just been for a minute.
Nicky slid on that still.
This is my issue with you guys.
I know where Max is about to go, by the way.
Bro, why do you man hold on to music for so long, bro?
Do you know what? Do you know why? I can tell you that in two like different answers, isn't it? Like, one can be that song there. If I put that as a single when I'm making tunes like Stepping In and other tracks, it's not gonna fit in. Like, because sometimes it feels like I can drop that, but that's not a reflection of what I'm making.
Wait, what song did you say wouldn't have fit around?
Like Candy Poppers, like the mindset it's more the mindset I was in it. What and Stepping In.
Yeah.
But you have to deep the time, like one is Rage and like Candy Pop is more of like it's it's different. I don't have to explain it. It just didn't feel like, because for me it's like when I dropped Me, that song was supposed to drop a year prior. But I wasn't trying to it just didn't, like, I was trying to, like, bro, because you have to deep look, where I'm performing, bro, I'm performing in a place where, like, cool, it's a mosh thing, bro, like, it's hype stuff, like, and it's like, for me to get to perform those type of tracks, I want to care more about, alright, how am I rehearsing for this, like, how's the sound, like, how's everything, like, how can I deliver a good performance? Whereas those when you just get in the studio, what, man, I mean, just going in there, they're not here to hear that stuff, like.
I think that's what it is. It's like,
it's who I was like, you know what I mean. At the time, it's like it's like, I'm just popping up. I'm just performing.
You said on there you're tired on the MOSHPITS, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's a reflect. I wasn't. That's what I'm saying. Like, why am I like?
I hear that.
Do you know what I mean? Now it's like.
But I do remember you saying that.
Is the intro?
Yeah.
Intro. Because that's literally what it is. It's like now it's like, and that's why it's called Heavy Chill. It's like that's me now. Like, you know what I mean? I've done all the moshing and all that stuff there. Like, do you know what I mean? There's a time and place, and it's like, who's saying people can't mosh or join in and do something to one of my other people doing the candy in the basement to this side. Like, do you know what I mean?
You need to do a flash mob of that. You see my thing.
I saw it.
Yeah, man, do a flash mob of that.
I put that. You see that one? I saved it and I screenshot it in my mind. Like, this is for Iris.
We need to do that still. Go for it,
man. Whoever wants to jump in, like, let me know, innit? DM me, like, don't delay. DM me.
A choreograph thing.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah.
No, he's got what he was doing on stage.
The stage, the basement thing. I'll do that straight.
Do it, man. That'll be crazy.
Trying to make the man them skank again. Trying to make the girl them bubble. Trust me.
Trust me. No, even they couldn't beat me with my eyes closed on the intro. Crazy, man. I need peas. I need my profit, money, count, run my papes. I need it right now, no delay. That's
it, man. That's the truth.
See that shit? I said, my nigga.
Yeah.
Love you, dog.
I was like, my nigga. No, man. And I had that moment throughout this project. So yeah, no, cold still. And obviously, you know, man. So hip hop ultra. I can't lie to you. Even this side, I think I fucked with it a whole lot more once I listened to the whole project. Like, once the whole project landed and I was listening to it as a piece, like a whole unit, I said, oh my days, this is a pop. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, like this is
and see what I'm saying. This is why like certain things take time, because it's not like it's like I had to ask myself like, what am I really trying to do? Like, what am I like? How do I listen to music as well? And like, what am I trying to like? Cause I'm trying to like bring people into my world or just show them an experience in it, like a sonic audio, like sort of just like, you know what I mean? Just join the worlds together and just like make someone experience that. So it's like I don't want to be like a EP where it's okay, cool, it's an EP for now, like, and then that's it. It's like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years from now, it's like when people are like I want people to listen to tracks, you know what I mean, still still have the same sort of love for that, you know what I mean, because it's like it's the first EP, and it's like I'm just trying to build more and more from there, and like really like start off how I mean to go on.
I hear you.
Wait, hold on. What do you mean? Does that mean we're not going to be experiencing rap from you?
You're going to explore...
Why can't you rap? But I feel like you can rap on production anyway.
Yeah, no, but he said Mina seems to go on, so that means...
As in, it's a cohesive project.
Okay.
Whatever which way I'm going to spin it, it's like, at the very least, I started off like that. Doing something where it's like, okay, cool, like, if you really mess with me, you're going to really mess with me. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah. Say less.
I mean, there's no rules in this game, man.
So, you said that.
Nah, fuck the rules, man.
There isn't rules, but there is.
There's proven strategies. That's how I look at them.
That's it. There's no rules, because
there's just proven strategies. That's what it's like.
You can get how you want to get to, however way you want to do it.
No, you're strong.
It just means different routes might take a bit longer, but they're gonna like bear the same fruit or even more. Yeah. Because like now, if you have your sound and you know what you're doing, like who can tell you different? You know how to market yourself. You know how to like appeal to the people that are for you anyways. You have that like whatever like cult following, innit? Not like I listen to my man's thing on TikTok. I only know the hook. I need to know the lyrics. When I'm telling you, hey, cut that. When you see when Remo was on stage and then come down, I need that. That's what we're aiming for. We can't be aiming for like, that man said something funny, he said something current. Like it's like, bro, I want you to be like, love what I'm doing, like, you know what I mean, for the sake that I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean? Give me that different perspective on music.
Strong.
You know what I mean? You gotta live beyond the trend, fam.
Bruh, that's what's missing today. Like a lot of people are like willing to live in that trend. And like
it's paying them for now.
Exactly.
But the thing is, if you have a plan, like it's mad for me to even. I don't want to say it's not mad for me to say this, but it's like if you have a plan, and you play the game how you want to play it, and you come like I can't fault you the same way. Like you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Like true.
But there's also like a process of like earning the listener's ear. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, like you said, there's a lot of things that are trendy that just come and go, but like. I like to think every artist or whatever you do, you want to earn that attention. You can't like, some people want to demand it. Some people just like beat a dead horse until like they get it. But I think like you said, it's like people actually taking in what you're saying. It's like, you want people to actually, you want to earn that. Them 2 minute 30 seconds. I mean, just soak me in, please.
True.
Most time people listen to music for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds, and then like, I don't like that.
I don't know if it's their attention span or like...
It probably is, because if you look at social media, it's like having things like TikTok is a blessing and a disguise, because it shows you how people's attention span is nowadays. It's like, how many times you can be on the train, whatever, you see someone just 1, 2, 3, flick, 1, 2, like people don't have time no more. They have the most time, but not time at all, fam.
I think it's because everything's accessible. That's the issue. Because it's too accessible, isn't it? Like you can just see it there at the moment of a touch and just flick it through, like if you wanna. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like that, isn't it?
We're also learning at a faster rate as well. Because like you said, like how many like slide past 3 videos, and you've learned something that might have taken you like maybe a good 2 hours to sort of dissect and sort of interpret.
But not everybody's learning though. Because people are just...
Oh, yeah. But that depends on what you're digesting as well.
Yeah, it's true. That's true.
Yeah, let's talk about the production. Like, I know you said the production on here. Like, so you said earlier the concept of Heavy Chill came about before the like the actual projects and songs started forming.
I'll say I wanted
what's
to
the
do an
inspiration as
EP.
well?
I wanted to do an EP, but I didn't have until I started like breaking down the EP I had before and like removing some songs and then making a sort of like, I don't say a newer concept, but like I understand it. It was like, it just felt like I was starting to understand myself a bit more in it and like ask myself again and again, like, what am I trying to like do in it? Like what type of, and then that's when it came about. So there were certain songs, like for example, I don't even know the order of how I done it, but the first 3 tracks I produced, and then the last 3 tracks Bricks produced.
Okay.
And then the easy part and this side, those are from other producers.
Okay.
So those are the ones where I was just like looking on the internet, just pre-ing beats, and then I was like, I heard those 2 tracks and I was like, ooh. And I just got into that groove, and I was like, all right. I already knowing it like from the jump. Like if I can do something and it's in my mind, and I've got the bounce, and I keep updating the bounce. I just keep doing. I was like, yep. The way I did that, wrote it and did it quick. I was like, yeah.
The ending of Candy Pop makes me laugh though. It sounds like you've busted the wickedest nut, fam.
Wow. Shout out Nicky on that. You went stupid crazy on that.
I was like, yo. Obviously, even like Kid Cudi-esque as well though. Yeah. Like that, how do you say it? But you know what I mean. But yeah, the
sort of like
the humming and the harmonization and harmonization. It's all over the project, but yeah.
Yeah, it was just with that one. It was more of like, cause when he was doing it, he was like, "Oh no, man, no." I was like, "Bro, trust me." I said, "Trust me, bro, trust me. I'm telling you right now, trust me to just like let me shape this. Let me shape this one here." And then it was like just like lining things up and making it make sense, but not making it make sense at the same time. Just trying things a bit differently. Yeah. And then it's like I could like, because the way I can't like when I was making it, the way I was in the row, I was like, damn, this is mad. I'm just like, when we did that last bit to end it, it just felt like it made sense to do it that way.
Yeah. Okay. I feel you.
You know what I mean? Because this is a brother that my man he was telling me about something about if you practice singing like every day for like a bit, after a while you just develop your voice, innit? So that guy there, he's got voice control, man.
Yeah.
And it sounds just fun as well.
Yeah, it was.
Like it's like, you know, it doesn't take itself too seriously, and it's like it plays into the whole like the world that Sudi created. I feel like you know.
Yeah, strong. But let's get a quick intro in. Before we do that, go like, share, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff.
That stuff.
I'm glad.
Yes, sir.
If you can, leave us a 5-star review on Apple Music.
Please.
Do that.
Yeah, it's your boy Iris, top shooter.
Yeah.
TCF dripper.
Yeah.
Art dealer.
Yes, sir.
2/3 of us in the place, you know. Hayland FC.
Yeah, we didn't have to go there. I was all for it. You know, we can keep that one on the low for this. Nobody have to know.
Skip it.
Hey, but yeah, man, it's your favourite hip hop ultra, you already know, man.
Okay. It's your boy Max, aka Max very own, aka Man's just here, aka Nick without headphones,
Boop.
aka you already know what time it is.
Boom, bye.
Head honcho of the Puppies Age Association,
Oh, God.
aka Back Outside Boys, aka Timothy Williams, man. We here still.
Yo,
Man.
introduce yourself.
Yeah, man.
Alright, yeah. You already know it's Mr. Sudi Skywalker.
Trust me.
Yeah, trust. Mr. Trust in the place, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The TCF champion, you know what I mean? You see how the thing go there.
Yes,
1 on 2, 2 on 1. That's how we do it, baby.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Steady repping. Steady shooting.
You know what I mean?
Mr. Heavy Chill. Check that out if you're not stream it on all streaming platforms now. We're trying to make it out here. Yeah. I mean, then we got the special one over here.
Yeah. Sky on his Droge. Koi Bricks on him on a sound thing.
Brickavells.
Brickavells on him on a bars thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, we have a slime talk, you know what I mean? Long overdue.
Hey, Brick and Hurts.
Brick and Hurts as well, you know what I mean? Get your sound right, get the vibes right.
They don't mess around, man.
Yeah.
For real.
Family business.
We here.
Hear it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask, what is the inspiration behind the name Koi Bricks?
Okay, so
here we go.
Uni, I fully decided I'm gonna try the production thing, but at the time I'm very aware of the fact that it's quite early in my craft. I'm trying to figure out like what's my identity. I'm like, let me find something. Let me find these two words that kind of juxtapose like where I was at the time. And it's like production was like making music at that time. Like what we're talking we won't put the day out there, but it's like first year uni. And
Could you drop it like that? So smooth. We ain't gonna do all that now. That was smooth.
It's not bad as well.
That was mad.
It's mad.
Yeah, it was just, I guess it was. It's my sort of. It was a creative way to sort of to highlight the fact that okay, I want to do something that's like behind the scenes, and I'm sort of building a foundation, and Koi and Bricks kind of just made sense, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of doing my things. People were sort of aware that I'm working on something, but I know to myself I'm like building this foundation of just like getting my craft right. And then, you know, Koi Bricks, you know, that guy just behind the board, you know what I mean?
So what came first then? Like writing music or creating, like producing?
Producing for sure. I mean, that was my only entry at that point.
Okay.
Like once I cracked FL on my laptop, it's like, I mean, let's figure it out. This is all I need at this point, you know what I'm saying? And then, just worked at that up until the point where it's like, okay, now like, I'm actually gonna start giving shit to people to actually make music on. And then there's like that confidence, you're like, I know how to orchestrate a vibe, something that actually sounds aesthetically pleasing. Because like, you know, anyone who actually makes beats, you know, like your first couple ones are just
stinkers.
Like, you know what I mean? And you're working through that process of just like wanting to sound like what you enjoy listening to, and then extracting what you like about what you listen to, and then flipping it on its head, and then trying something different. Obviously, there's not too many new things underneath the sun, but you're just trying out. You're just getting better at your craft and just trying to get at your shit.
Word.
So, who inspired you to want to get into production? And in that case,
all the greats, man.
Who are some of your greats?
Actually, you know, I'll simple like. I mean, there's obviously notable ones like Pharrell, like all the goats, like from that time. But I think one pivotal moment for me, personally, was when Yeezus dropped.
Mad.
I looked at production like a completely different way, because I started something clicked in my head like, oh, it's not about making something that's familiar, because what he did on that album is angry.
Yes.
And you can hear it in the compositions, you know what I'm saying? You can hear those heavy bits, and then you can hear it in the lyrics as well. I'm thinking, oh, it's not about the theory of it, it's about how it's supposed to feel. Do you know what I'm saying? And I felt like that's what he gave on that album. And I'm thinking, okay, if I focus more about trying to make things that feel good, or feel like the way I'm feeling at the time, that's gonna feel like the most closest thing to me. So that was like, okay, cool. Like, and then it's like Travis comes out of that. I'm hearing what he's doing like Al Farrow, like, and then it's like that whole era, and then you're realizing, oh shit, I actually have the tool to actually compete in this shit. I'm thinking, oh, they all using the same shit. I'm like, okay, I just have to get better at this shit. You know what I'm saying?
That is the best point in terms of creating from how you feel, and because it's never like, you never want to get to the point where you're listening to the consumers as to what you should be putting out. Because even though like niggas like me would be saying niggas shouldn't be singing, like rappers shouldn't be singing, can't listen to niggas like me because I don't make the music. So you guys have got to do what you feel like. You know what I'm saying?
100.
But I'm gonna be saying certain times. Niggas stop singing.
Hey man, you got heavy chill, bro.
Yeah. You
I'm singing.
I'm convinced there's an audience for the good, bad, and the
Bust
ugly.
case, my nigga.
Telling you,
Yes.
Thank God, man.
for real.
Otherwise,
Don't
we're gonna be here.
you will sell a venue out somewhere.
Just see. No.
For real.
It's mad you said Alfaro as well because, yeah, them times there, uni was when man really started listening to like projects. Remember that I was like amongst like when I was not listening to no projects. I was the type of guy if I want to see someone perform, I'll go on YouTube and watch their music video, the best performance they could give. Like, I was just not that guy, bro. But that whole, I would even say like the internet as well. That whole listening to the internet, listening to what's my man's name? Oh my days, can't forget his name. But the internet, the Travis Alfaro, like
He's not Tyler. Tyler or ASAP.
ASAP was only like that one tune, Pretty Fucker Jody. No, Pretty Fucker Jody.
No, that was way after.
Yeah, anytime. No, but I'm saying I wasn't listening to like. I wasn't. You know this. Don't act surprised. I was not. I was not taking.
I hear on that
Pesos and all of that.
I just wasn't really. It wasn't for me, bro. Like, cause you have to deep. I'm from. You see me? I'm from East, innit? Yeah. So when man is doing all that.
Like, where's D double?
When man doing. Not even.
Double, by the way.
Yeah, he's a G, man. He's a goat for real. But like when I'm seeing, obviously that's the jerking, man. That's you man that were jerking. That's why you man like that.
That is
man was more on the funky house thing and them things. They're different. I wasn't really, like that was the skanking and that. Like, you man were jerking and listening to them, man. That was on that side of the river. Like, I wasn't too aware of them things like that still. So when I heard like, oh, this is nice. This is dream, mate. This is sweet. Yeah,
That's funny
man.
still.
So it's like I got into things a bit late, man.
Nah, I agree though, man. I definitely feel like taking in projects as opposed to like individual songs. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was on a mad thing. But then in a way though, when I'm looking at my MP3 and them stuff there, it's like there's bare tracks on it. Like, and there's like different genres as well. So I just had tracks on different genres, and I didn't even. It's just like, oh, I like this track. Slap it in there. Slap it in there. Slap it in there. Line wire the thing. Slap that in there. So it exposed me to like different music as well. Like what's them American youths that got banned? One of them got some mad side.
Want to narrow it down a bit?
What, Nick?
White
Jonas
Brothers. No, but come on, man. Respect
I don't know.
They got banned for a madness. Wait.
Who? Jonas Brothers?
Yeah, the nigga.
Who got banned?
Vaseline.
The nigga. What?
Not them. They're clean cut, bro.
Jonas Brothers.
They're like Disney.
Yeah, Disney.
Disney. This is where the madness happened, you know? Them contracts you have
recently.
Twisted.
Recently, what?
Oh yeah, no, one of the brothers is in the bin for sure.
Vaseline.
No way.
Yeah,
Jonas Brothers.
He's a nonce. One of the brothers is a nonce.
No way.
Wow.
Wait, let's just say allegedly,
Unbelievable.
because I don't know.
I'm pretty sure one of them's a nonce, but yeah.
Yeah,
Bro.
You gotta check the Googles and
I'm pretty sure.
Are you we'll check that. But
check
yeah,
the
no.
database.
But yeah, no, I definitely feel you like, yeah, there's a time for playlists and a time for projects.
Yeah.
And
Users was the project that put me into albums as well, actually.
Users.
Yeah.
I remember that album going over so many people's heads.
But you was
They didn't get it.
What?
was you not listening to them man and Users put you into you listened to projects before Users, no?
No.
When did that come out?
No, Jesus came out.
2013.
No, that came out when we was in college, and then a year after.
Dropped the same day as Born Sinner.
You see, that's what shows you I was not listening to music. I don't even know the years.
Watch movies with the sound off.
Yeah.
But I think you might have been in uni then, though. That's
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But I didn't even deep it then, bro. I was just a guy from London and Portsmouth fighting for my life. Just growing in a different, bro. What? Remember I stepped in that city centre, you know, and I was like, rah, there's Where's the black youths in that?
Oh yeah,
Yo,
the
that
culture shock of life.
I'm telling you. And I had no crib at the time, bro. I had to I was going there to go and find my crib, like close to when I was supposed to be moving in.
Oh yeah, that's
I was viewing yards, bro, deeper.
First year, I think I found my yard like 2 weeks before start date.
Damn, it's deeper, bro. The stress was
But
different.
you know what it is?
You was enjoying summer. That's what you was in.
Bro, I was niggering, boy.
Like uni, that can wait.
Yeah, that can cool off and that. I got the results in it.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Also,
been
the crib
confirmations
later.
in.
Bro, and fam, I busted somehow £50 deposit. So, yeah,
What?
£50.
Yeah, £50 or a bill's deposit, bro.
Yeah.
Did you ever see my first yard in uni? I don't think you did,
From the
but it was a
stories, I'm not
madness.
even
It
trying
was,
to say that.
it was basically bando settings, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it makes
man,
sense.
But what did you expect? Like,
The Pinky's mad.
Bro,
what?
For a
It
deposit.
was bando
That
settings,
sounds like
man.
he's just trying to keep people in the yard.
facts.
It's like, look,
Broski, I think there was 5 or 6 of us in the yard as well, fam.
Then
It was brazy still. Brazy. But yeah, no. Uni was lit.
that was a different type of time, man.
Trust me.
Character building, that's what I call it.
100%.
It's very, very, wow. You know the type of life I lived in uni, yeah. When I just deep, I'm like, damn, this could have went either way, fam.
Yeah.
This could have went either way. Like, you see, remember what Johnny Guns ran up in the
Yeah. Yes.
ran up in the library, bro.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
D Johnny Guns.
La
Oh my days.
la 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 la. Rabbit and he kicked back like a donkey. Skeleton get cracked when I pop free.
Fucking
I
hell.
be looking all fat like a zombie. What the fuck?
Man was reciting bars. and that.
Couldn't believe it. Do you know how sick that is? It's like, rah, I listen to your music, you know. And this man's going to town.
It's real. What?
I can't believe it, fam.
What?
I'm going in there trying to think about, man's got to go and do this paper and research this and da 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 da. And then what? Yeah, man's run up in the la la la. Obviously, he didn't say that. That would be mad.
That's insane. D Johnny Guns.
I'm telling you, there's certain things that happen to you that I still look at like, rah. The only way to explain this is through film. I can't even. You know, you start talking about something like, right, this actually happened, fam.
Yeah. No.
Mad.
You've come a long way. That you said production wise. How long have you been making music now?
Bro, I've been doing them demos in uni when the cadence was wacky, fam. Way back.
Your first couple beats. Boy.
They were pants, yeah. It's calm. You can say that now.
Yeah, I can say that now because look at what you're doing, innit? Like,
you can
there's
say
levels.
that.
There was room for improvement.
Before you kept it real.
Yeah. I was just like, okay.
This is abstract. This is very. I like what
abstract.
This is very different. I was giving them CSM talks like, I could see there was a contrast here.
Oh no.
Yeah, a very different, vivid approach. Yeah, that's it.
That's funny.
Literally, bro. Like, cause it's like, for me, it's like obviously not like coming to music the way I did. Yeah, it was like, alright, cool. It's either I'm trying to make the beats where it's like I just got the drums and I'm just spitting to the drum pattern, or I'm like, you know what I mean? It's just stuff like that where it's like I'm catering stuff to it, but then it's like I'm doing that in the hopes of making my cadence tighter, stronger, and like, no, I know my patterns and stuff like that. I know what I'm on, and then I put that on. But it's like when it came to like the melodies and stuff, there was always a contrast in what I liked. I always liked the open, sort of airy type of vibes, but then it's like having the drums in there, where it's like it might be like trap drums or just dark sounding drums, whatever.
Can't do the
It's trying, it's trying to find the balance, and then getting to the point where I stayed true in trying to find that balance, and then I got an EP from it. It's like, I didn't know what I was, you know what I mean? But it stuck with me, innit? And then it's been, but when the production really started, like when I messed up my leg, 2016, that's when man had time. I was like for 10 weeks, bro. Wow, 10 weeks.
Out of service, bro.
Literally.
Yeah, that's peak.
And the first time I came out was Braces, 100 music video. left my crutches at home like a fool, fam. If you watch that video, you see I'm hopping on one leg. I'm literally hopping on one leg, bro. Foot was swollen afterwards.
Go get that cameo in, you know what I mean?
I was like, yeah, because I was like, oh, come on, man, I can't let no one down. I have to be out here. Yeah. I've been out for 10 weeks. Literally. I was eager.
Yeah. But you can still bring the crutches though.
I forgot that one, innit? Because remember, you man's sides is far, bro. Me going from my bit to that bit is a different time. That's a day trip, bro.
Yeah.
It's not a day trip, nigga.
Nah, well, now it's not.
Now it's not, but before, deep it, bro. It's a long mission, bro. Now I can go Stratty and then take the Lizzie line from Stratty, and that's a couple stops. But back then, what? That thing's going through all the stops. Yeah, and then I gotta get the bus on top of that. Yeah. It's long, bro.
Yeah, we lived in the sticks, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that was interesting. Like 2016, that summer I was just developing. Just kept developing, and it's like eventually there was just stuff I could start doing tracks on, you know what I mean? So yeah.
I hear it still.
That reminds me of that Kanye lyric, doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers. Something along that. But yeah, no. Like, I feel like you have to have that type of dedication to the craft if you want it enough, innit?
Yeah. You gotta work past the frustration.
At least the focus, anyway. Focus and the inspiration. I feel like that's enough for you to kind of make something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, it's a learning tool more than anything. Because it's like every time, I'm sure other people find the same thing when they're like using different softwares, but every time you go in, like, you know what tools you can use, but you know what buttons you haven't pushed. So like, the moment it gets boring, you're like, wait, I haven't done this. And then you just rediscovering a different aspect to your tool that you've been using for time. And now your work's just different naturally. Because you're just trying something you didn't do before. It's like, bro, I didn't even know that function existed. Like, bro.
And sometimes, obviously, when you're practicing, you're working, you're cooking, going back and then stop listening, or as a photographer, maybe not look at a picture that you've been looking at for time, innit? And then when you go back to it another day, you'll be like, okay, I need to change something here in the light, and then change the colours here. And I'm sure that's the same for you guys, innit? When the music thing, like,
yeah, 100%.
Call it living with it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna live with this mix for a second. It's like a week, a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and then just come back to it. That's literally what it was. And then stuff like just being like, because sometimes, like, for me anyways, carrying a laptop around, sometimes that stuff is not ideal because I have my camera in there. Alright, cool, yeah, alright, you got me, you caught me red-handed. It just don't suit the outfit.
Bags be fucking up the fit.
Yeah, cool, I tried to come with it, you know what I mean? But you caught me still, I was capping. It just, it's not with the fit, man. I just can't.
So it's like,
can't carry my laptop with me, bro. Like, then it's just like hearing the stories of, this happened to someone's laptop. I don't want to be that guy. I'm not strong enough for that.
Like, laptop is the life, literally.
What? Too much on that.
But have you guys seen what Timbaland did with Biggie's voice?
Yeah.
What did he do? What?
He's put like Biggie's voice. I think it was another MC as well, but on a production on one of his beats, and I was like,
you don't need to do that.
It's caused mayhem.
That's it.
Because you sanctioned it, fam. You don't have to take it that way. Maybe save that for yourself, like.
Nah,
but then it's like I wouldn't wanna.
Bro.
Yeah, it's true. I just wouldn't do that. Still.
Nah, if you're going at people, you have an issue with people using like Aaliyah's vocals.
Yeah.
And those are actual vocals.
Then it should be the same. Yeah, I heard that.
You're not even using real Biggie vocals. You're using AI based on Biggie's voice.
It's a peace thing, bro. I can't lie to you.
To create.
That's the only like there has to be a peace thing. Man. There's a bag in there. This is the same brother that sold that thing. What was that thing he was doing again? The Versus thing. Did he not own it? He sold it. You have to do who you're dealing with, bro.
Yeah. But it's like, I feel like you should know better.
What, Timbaland?
Timber, T-I-B.
Hey.
How come I say that on this show, you know? Slimy stuff.
I don't know. I think it's fascinating, man, because it's like, you know, I think there's obviously like a morality issue, and you know, it must be weird to kind of hit, like, especially if you're like closely associated with a dead person. You don't want to hear their voice on something else that's not been greenlit.
No one ever do that to my voice. I'm gonna say
Do you
this
know what
now.
though? It is wild, yeah, but it sounded cold.
Stop it.
It sounded
Stop
cold,
it.
but I
Stop
think
it,
he's taking it too far though.
Stop
I'm
it.
trying to find it, fam.
Nah.
Maybe it's a tomorrow thing.
I think this is leading into the audience becoming A&Rs, because it's like, if I want a song produced by Sudi that has vocals from Kalani and a verse from D Double, and then
That's a mad thing, bro.
no, but that's if you want it.
Yeah, that would sound hard, though, still.
It's like, I want this track. You know what I mean? Then it mixes together, if it's good or bad, is whatever. But if it works, you know what I mean? And then the people respond to it. You know
But
what I mean?
do you know the issue I take with that, though, is that it takes away the relationship you build with another artist, or just how that, because it's like, when you go in studio with someone, it's like, I can go in studio with a friend, and we might not make the track that might be our greatest track together on the first attempt. So it's like going through that process of like, oh, this is what you like, this is what the sounds that appeal to you, this is how you write, whatever and so forth. It's like you build to get to that understanding, so it's understanding someone else and then applying it to art, which is the music. So when you skip all of that, it's like there's no soul in that. That's where the issue is for me. It's like, what does this demonstrate really? It's like you can take someone's voice and like, yes, technology can do that these days, but it doesn't really like, you don't really get that feel, that passion from it.
Yeah. I think it's brazy still, because especially for him, like, because imagine, I wonder how he would feel, because he's saying he's trying to actually build a system for this AI thing, like, where producers can use.
But why?
I don't get it, to be honest.
It doesn't, like, what purpose does it serve, like?
You're fulfilling fantasies, essentially.
Essentially, that's what you're doing.
But at the same time, I feel like
it scratches a creative itch as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
100%.
This is it, isn't it? Let me...
Oh wait.
It came out right. Play.
It's hard. What?
But then for what?
This is not Biggie. This is not Biggie.
Sounds like it, though.
Oh nah, man.
Close enough, mate.
Like, I feel as mad as it is.
No, it is mad.
There's a certain.
It's crazy.
There's a
So how do
certain
you know he would
uniqueness
approach that?
that.
Yeah, like how?
Yeah, exactly.
You don't know what type of
You
verse
don't-
he would do for that type of track.
Exactly.
No, but AI has listened to like his.
No,
But that's AI, that's
will
not a
never
human-
replicate human thought.
But
No,
it is
but
unique.
did you hear that flow?
That's a
But-
flow that you can copy any flow.
No, but so did it sound like Biggie's flow?
But it's
It
not
didn't
him.
sound like Biggie.
What do you want me to play again?
Bro,
How can you
you
say
play me kicking the
This
door
didn't sound
compared to that. It's not the same.
This doesn't sound like Biggie.
It sounds like a guy imitating Biggie.
Really, nigga?
Bro,
Really,
this is
nigga?
not Biggie.
This doesn't sound like Biggie.
He wouldn't have released that if it didn't sound like Biggie. He wouldn't have showed the world that if that did not sound like
Bro,
Biggie.
see,
Man, it doesn't.
just because it sounds like Biggie, you can still hate the thing. It sounds, for me, this sounds like Biggie. You can't say it don't sound
If
like
that
Biggie.
leaked online without that video or the context, people would be like, the response would be a lot different.
Trust
And
me,
this
strong.
is
But then
scary
but
territory
yeah.
that we are heading in, because there will be a point where things like that will happen,
You won't be able to
and
tell
you
the
can't
difference.
you can't even differentiate if
Yeah,
it's real
people
or
like
AI.
your mans will be loving it.
Respect,
Like,
man. Respect.
What?
One of the best writers of
He
our
ain't gonna
time.
need
but
no,
let's not
he ain't
even
gonna
do
need
that.
no wet sweatshops no more, fam.
Oh, stop it.
Just need a room.
But
of computers.
anyway, back to the topic. Back to the topic.
That's clean.
Back to
Take it
the
on.
topic. I feel as though.
Damn, players.
Right, let's get back to what we're talking about.
You guys are all that's too
Nah,
funny.
but I feel like even though they're not here no more, yeah, there's a certain uniqueness in that
Yeah.
This is what they had to give to the world, innit? So just cherish that instead of trying to imitate
Or make it
what
current.
they did.
Yeah.
And
I
then
don't
try-
disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. But I just think, yeah, it's brazy still, but obviously it's AI and it's here, innit?
It's scary.
It's here still. Like,
It's scary.
but I do feel like there's a lot of like, even I don't know if you've seen what's been happening with the writers in Hollywood and that. They're on strikes and that because of this AI thing. Because they, like, Hollywood are trying to say they're basically saying that they're not saying no to AI script writers and whatnot. And basically all the script writers are saying we're gonna go on strike. So literally that's what they've done, innit? Which I hear them, but boy,
Nah, man.
It's a quick reminder of that is a business, isn't it? It's like, well, we don't really.
But this is my thing.
But they can get.
You've built what Hollywood is to this point off the strength of writers like the people you're trying to shun because ChatGPT or GPT, whatever it's called, is out now, so you can rewrite shit. But you're not going to have. Oh, well, I don't know.
There's somebody that got cancelled recently. I've forgotten who. Yeah, but their apology. Oh, it's Ja Morant. Yeah.
He got cancelled.
My guy.
Well, he shouldn't. Well, he should be. But I mean, he didn't. But like his apology, innit? His apology was
given ChatGPT.
Yeah, literally. Literally, I think Lil Duval said write me an apology for so and so. And it was basically the same but a word for word.
Why did man have to do that?
Like,
You didn't have to
But he's out here showing guns and whatnot.
yeah, he's an idiot.
Mad.
He's an idiot still.
Yeah, nah, man. Yeah, bro. AI is a scary thing. I can't lie to you, man.
I don't think it's scary. I think it's fascinating more than anything, man.
It's gonna get rid of hella jobs. Even BT and that, they're saying they're cutting hundreds of thousands of jobs.
Mazzoli.
Because of what?
There's industries that are just disintegrating. Like, we're talking, you don't need accountants. There's a fucking thing that will just do.
But then if you,
know what I mean?
people, bro, the people that are suffering at the hands of that's the thing. That's
But only the tricky thing about it, AI is informed by what we give it.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying? So all those captures we've been clicking on for years about, is this a bird? Or like click feedbacks that you might see in this force. Like, we've been teaching it, you know what I mean? Like these machines to identify what is, what's not. Think about all the terms and conditions we just happily just signed to. Like, where we fed the beast and it's here.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But when do we reach the point where we realise it's probably enough? Now, like,
What's that?
in terms of AI.
It's to be honest, it's enough now. They need to lock it off because. But do you know what it is? Yeah, people thought that when the internet was about.
Yeah.
Like, and people found no way to adapt in it. But I think with this though, it's getting too close to what we can actually do. Like, I think, like, AI can take over so many actual physical jobs that man won't be needed to do certain roles no more. Like, and it's just gonna fuck up the whole community in terms of everything. Like even plumbers, gas engineers. Like, you can ask ChatGPT and it'll solve the problem for you. Literally, if you got a problem with your boiler, put it in ChatGPT and it'll tell you how to fix it. Mum's life. Like, it's crazy still.
Bruh.
Like, step by step, like, tell you where exactly you need to go to, like, on your boiler. So, yeah, bruv. Don't be spending no £100 on a call out no more, bruv. Just use that, fam.
Bruh.
Literally.
But just think about the consequences of that.
Yeah, it's peak.
Trades are literally lost due to computers.
Yeah, it's peak still. It's peak.
Yeah, I can't get with it still. I can't
You
get
want to
with
milk
it.
it whilst it's here, though. Whilst we still got jobs and... Yeah, man. I was going to try to eat off it, though.
I mean,
You have to.
I don't think there's any way of escaping it. I think it's just, it's here.
It's here,
And
man.
it's developing at a crazy rate. Like,
Exactly.
between last year hearing about the whole, like, AI music thing compared to now, like, it's like, we're talking about, like, 6-7 months.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, the improvement is, like, I think that's what's a bit frightening. It's like, damn, this is not taking 2 years to develop now. This is like things are changing within like 6 months.
Yeah, that's technology.
That's scary.
Because if you think about it, I think even iPhone is less than 20 years old, isn't it?
Bruh.
Look at what it is now. It might be. Is it? Yeah, it's
they're
less than 20.
redoing. They're overdoing it at this point. I can't lie to you.
Yeah, Apple's finished.
In terms of like actual innovation, change and things, they haven't done that in a long time. I can't lie to you.
I mean, yes and no, because what the cameras can do right now is crazy.
Okay, but that's just the camera. What about the rest of the phone?
They don't need to give you all that.
What do you mean? What about it?
The business to keep you
but
buying.
you forget, bro. There was a point where man had what's that thing? A ping notification where it texts somebody's tried to get in contact with you, fam. That's how you. Do you know what I mean? What's that thing that they used to put in your waistline, fam? Like
The pager.
yeah, the pager. Yeah, fam. That's you know what I'm saying. That's where technology was.
And a money mix thing, you know.
And now you got Twitter, everything, Google, all on your phone, like on your fingertips, like. So I'm saying, like, they are like all in one place, like. So technology's just been flying, like, literally. But yeah. What have you guys been listening to?
Wow, what a way to conclude that
man.
conversation.
Nice, pot of paper, back to back. Just been soaking in that. Like, fully embracing. Because I wasn't even like a huge, like, listener of pot of paper, but this project is like, really, I've just got to like really enjoy it.
Awesome.
Just some rap shit. And I feel like there's not much been going on in that space, you know what I mean?
He's
And
rapping
it's like,
his ass off, man. Man,
top bins.
When I touch keys like a pianist. I said.
Yeah, no.
You've been reciting that buzz for a minute. Still.
It's good work. It's quality work, actually. It's quality.
I think it's multi-faced and on there. Brazy still.
Yeah, I still need to take that in still.
Yeah.
£1 million for me. That Scenes.
Yeah, Scenes is called.
I like Toy Story.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of hard to listen to.
Well.
It's just cruddy, bro.
Look at the way man looked at it. Said, right.
It's just cruddy.
Is that the one where he's talking about
the story about
the girl?
Nah, that's Kayla's story.
Oh yeah.
Toy Story is the one where he's like, he's been robbed or whatever, and he has to show up a man or whatever.
Man's a lame.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no,
Storytelling.
he's spitting on there for all, man.
Yeah,
And the production is
Quality.
crazy.
I said this to Max, like I said, this generation are producing way better production, like albums and projects than I would say the first generation, like of Skeptas and
UK.
Yeah, UK. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, you know. I can't say that. I don't know.
what do you mean you don't know?
I don't know.
What have you been listening to from the
No,
UK?
but you're saying like, but so is that like, are we talking about what? How many projects are you talking about?
What do you mean? I'm talking about literally.
Can you name me 10? Can you name me 10 from now, like in the current?
Yeah, probably. Get's last 2 projects, Lil Sim's last 2 projects.
Against what, though?
Against what?
Yeah.
Because you got some legendary pieces in there, bro. Yeah. So there's some stuff that people
Also,
are still referencing now.
I mean, like, bruh. Do you know what? Yeah, fuck it. Avelina's project, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The production on that. Wretch executive produced that, yeah. I feel like that might. I don't think Wretch has got a project on the production level like that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he does.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, has he got a production level, like a project on that production level?
You know what I'm saying? For me, 3-2 is my favourite Wretch project. And for me, I think he has his best production on there. You got the likes of His and Her Perspective.
Oh yeah, that was
Tell Me. What else is on there?
That's recently though.
Oh yeah.
Power. No, that was
Power,
20.
Power.
Exactly. You got Time.
He went crazy in that.
Yeah.
His open conversations on there.
Yeah. Nah, that's the previous one. That's the previous album.
And obviously, Wretch is cold, yeah, but I'm just saying, like production-wise, the Avelino projects is brazy.
I think it's tricky, especially like a lot of like our like acclaimed classic UK classic albums are more like genre defying versus like today's projects are more like genre bending. So it's like we're gonna hear like the jazz infusions, like the Afro infusion versus like we're talking Boy in the Corner or like Kano's earlier stuff. Yeah. It's genre defying. Like they had to cement grime in some sort of way on that level for it to be even like considered what it was or it is today.
Because you have to deep. We're here. Like most times we're here because of those projects.
Exactly.
Listen, okay. There's two things. I heard. You know what it is. Yeah, I'm not discrediting the greats, the whatever they've done in it.
This guy trying to get rushed.
But I'm just saying.
Young punch.
I can hear the slate coming. The slate is en route.
That's mad.
Listen, like Wretches, not even, man, they're all cold in it, but I'm like, what they're doing now, like even like Geordie Nines, like Nines' project, like Nines' last two projects, production levels been crazy, and I think this one, obviously, is probably I think this one's is better than, what was his last project called? This one's Crop Circle 2. What was the other one called again?
What, Crabs in a Bucket?
Crabs in a Bucket. I think the like Crop Circle 2, the production just peeps Crabs in a Bucket for me, because I think what he done in terms of like flows and like using other people for certain bits and like all of that, building the actual audio experience and that, because the way, like for me, when it comes to projects and great projects, it's about the audio experience when you're listening to it, innit? Like not just the way they put in skits and how they've used skits and how, do you know what I mean? How everything's merged together and and that's why I'm saying I feel like the newer generation, I don't know, I feel like they're doing that maybe on a higher level, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, do you know what I'm saying?
I kind of get you, but I definitely feel like it's due to the high level now. There's not many songs that are like memorable now for their production, if you get what I'm saying. Like for me,
wait, we're not now or back in the day?
Now, as opposed to back in the day. Like back in the day, you have like, I don't know, Functions on the Low or some shit like that's going off to this day.
P's and Q's,
or flipping, I don't know, Ghetto Coyote or whatever.
There's a couple, Spaceship Rhythm.
That's a result of just being overexposed.
No, I'm not following.
Like,
I'm not even following what you said there.
I'm saying the production back then was a lot more memorable as opposed to now, even though the level of production is higher today. And then Bricks saying that we being overexposed, that kind of makes sense.
Because it's like there's no time for you to really like live to that one song that just got out, because you've just also flicked through like 7 other tunes in that same 15 minutes. So it's like, I mean, one might stick out, and most likely one does. Like based on just odds, like there's one that does like just stand up from the crowd like, oh, let me go back to that one. You know what I mean? But also like, I don't know, there's a time where you're like, we're living songs, so it's like you're creating memories as a song is being played, and it's like, but then you might just go through like 7 different genres in this such a short like span. Nothing's like clinging to this moment.
No, but do you know what though? Like, because obviously right now there's a lot of gimmicky stuff in it.
There's always been gimmicky stuff.
Yes.
Always.
But now it's the wave.
No, to be honest.
Now it's the wave a lot more.
Do you know what? The back in the day, the gimmicky stuff was trying to do the pop shit though. Like, do you know what I mean?
Oh, what you talking about?
Trying to create the sounds for the radio and
okay.
That would be the gimmicky stuff back then. Now, it's like you literally like a sample and then a drill beat type shit.
Yeah, that pisses me off. Bro.
That's just laziness.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like if you're flipping it like that,
it works for
who?
Bro, they're doing the numbers. They're doing the numbers and they're getting paid from it. That's why I say it works for them.
But numbers for how long? Which goes back to the staying power element. Of they're like, bro, man are here for trends, bro. Yeah. They're not here for the longevity.
Yeah, so man aren't here for longevity.
Actually, samples is the actual, like, I don't want to call it a strategy just because it feels so like, you know, just like,
it is a strategy,
yeah, but it's like that's how do I make this stay longer? Let me put something in it that's familiar that people can be like.
But it's like, why are you like? You're not even changing how like when you sample something.
Don't need to, mate.
No, but when you're sampling something, visually like how it started as well. It's like when someone samples something, you're supposed to be like, rah, this is mad. Like, what is this? Oh, this is this. Oh, rah, you flipped it. Now it's like, man, having the hook. It's like, how much money are them people that estate getting?
Yeah.
Them
just hand over all your publishing like
it's like,
probably 100%. Fam.
Yeah, bro. When I heard the flowers, I bring you flowers. And my man, what's my man that I think was it Ardy?
Yeah, Ardy. Yeah,
and I said, I don't
didn't
need
even
flowers,
change him.
But that's always been the case.
No, but man,
bro,
that's
always been the case.
The whole, do you know if you did that back then, yeah, you need money for that. You need that to be cleared. That's what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, but it's worth it. Like I would like think about it. Yeah.
Can you play how you can't even mix those two together, bro? Like,
no, but
in a way you would enjoy. Like it would be like, alright, cool. You play the original or you play my man's thing, and then it goes to the original. It's not even like an experience, bro. It's like a remix.
Yeah.
Why is it sounding like a remix? Do you know what I mean? Like you can't be taking the sample and then making it sound like a remix.
Yeah,
give it a different.
I think
life. Like
it's a result of just like, I don't even want to call it bad songwriting, but just poor songwriting, because.
But it's the people that are taking it in as well, because they're listening to that, like the younger generation or whoever it may be, they're listening to that and they're thinking, rah, yeah. They hear the actual song, rah, why are they copying Ardy's thing?
Exactly, yeah, that's exactly.
Why copying Ardy?
Yeah, do you think they know the original thing? They don't know the original thing, bro.
Like, wait, what was it when Drake did that? What was it the Mary J. Blige thing or whatever?
Oh, Lauryn Hill thing.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Lauryn Hill thing.
Yeah, that's for it, yeah.
And they're like, rah, what? Yeah, I heard this. Oh, is this a remix in that? Yeah, rah, like. That's a mad thing, bro.
There's a the new generation, they don't know. But do you know what it is? It's kind of mad that obviously, because with sampling, that's like the foundation of hip hop, innit? So
yeah,
it's kind of annoying.
Man, we're fighting lawsuits with the samples and that, done a different thing.
In this way,
but it's not even inventive no more.
Yeah, exactly.
Like certain songs, people would search for years to find out what the sample is. Nowadays, bro, you get first listen
straight,
and it's like
it's not even allowing me to
exactly. There's no discovery no more. There's no like this is crazy. This
or just picking like the bait sample as well. It's like dig a little bit more, guys. Come on.
Even man says in an interview, I didn't even clear that. Oh shit. Okay, good for you, like. He's able to do something. That's you know what I mean?
Yeah, but those are not money grabs. Those are just like.
But how do you know?
That's just entering the game. I need what I need just to get the attention. Like the next one is
why like that though? Then what? Then as like a musician or whatever. Like what are you doing this thing for? Then like you're not really doing it to stamp how you feel, how you want to make people feel, or like the sounds you're enjoying. It's just, you know what, I'm here for this, and that's what I want now. I'm here for this short term thing here. I want this. It's like what happens when that people stop doing that now? What type of music are you gonna make? How long is your career gonna last? How many shows are you gonna do? Like, it's deep, bro. Because you have to. It's just giving you a short span. Like, bro, you're just gonna be one day. You're gonna be in Ibiza, fam. Just doing them same tunes there. Even in Ibiza, is not gonna bang, bro. You know. Then they're gonna remix it, and it's like. You don't go anywhere with it. I feel like you just end up being stuck.
Yeah, I always feel about like those situations. It's always about the next one, innit? Because
exactly, yeah, that's
because if there's only one, then I don't want to say you're fucked, but you know, people are just looking for the next one. And if you just rely on just using that, then you're like, eventually you're either just gonna run out of bait samples, or another one bites the dust, I guess.
But at the same time, I feel like we're going to be in a position where this music now is going to eventually be sampled by the people after and whatnot. I just feel we're at that stage.
What, these one hits?
Well,
are you talking about the gimmicky hits or?
I don't know, it could be.
That would be mad.
It could be. You never know. You never know.
Also, a hit is very generous.
Yes.
Why'd you say that?
Like, trending is one thing. A hit
is different.
I think is a little different.
A hit can last the test of time, fam.
Okay, I get you.
That's
what
Like,
I mean.
what was the last hit you heard? What was the last hit you heard that's like you can say, alright, cool, this had staying power, and alright, cool, this will live on.
Heavy chill.
Oh God.
The whole EP. The whole EP. You're gonna have kids. I'm still gonna be. You know what I mean? You're still gonna run it up. No, but I don't even.
Last. Off
Ooh.
the top of my head.
Oh no. What was it? Wait for you.
Yeah.
Wait for you.
Yeah.
Thames, Future.
Smash.
Yeah, that's a smash.
Future, come back, man.
You know what I
I
mean?
said, come back, I'm dead.
Bruh, he's given us enough, man.
Yeah. Let the man rest, fam.
Hendrix, Pluto, he can never give us enough, you know.
Let me venture. You don't need to.
His discography up to this point is enough, man.
What? So what are you saying? He should retire?
No,
He
just
don't need to
wait.
make music.
He don't need to make as much.
We need the Future Redemption era.
I need
the Future rock album. Then he needs to work his way back.
You want a Future rock album?
Yeah, I think
Nah.
he needs.
No, Future's the guy, so I can't.
Future rock.
No, we
album.
need that moment to happen so that he can come back.
How he did like Fugger did what's that pink album?
Oh, what beautiful,
the beautiful time.
No,
beautiful
the one
fucking girls.
after that as well.
Oh, Jeffrey.
No,
The one that has Contagious on it, and his last one.
Punk.
yes.
Oh, Punk.
When where he did the live performance.
Crazy.
Of it as
That
well.
was hard.
Yeah,
I fuck
that
with
was
that.
cold.
That was cut.
Cold. Yeah, Future.
But that wasn't a rock.
That wasn't a rock
though.
album though. The other one was more of like the country one was more rock than.
Yeah.
True. I think I only say that because he did the live
He was
performance
memorized
thing
by the mesmerized by that.
with who's the guy? The guy on the drums.
Wasn't that during COVID?
Oh, Travis
though?
Barker.
Yeah.
That was during COVID, no?
Yeah.
That's why, bro.
Yeah.
Had to get
I think an
inventive.
acoustic album from Future would be interesting.
Yes.
Acoustic.
Yeah. Future needs R&B bag is
The best.
very
That's
like.
my favorite type of
Drake.
Future.
Oh, dead. Man said the best.
Relax. But yeah, R&B Future.
I mean, yeah, I could do about the Drake feature on there.
I hear it.
You have to get a Drake feature on there. There's no. It has to be done. You can't do
By
that much shouting.
force.
Yeah.
There will be arguments in the camp, fam. You can't do that much shouting. Or even like talk to man, let man know, like you know what I mean. You gotta put the idea and float around me. Like.
Nah,
He's the guy you have to go to have a conversation.
I hear it.
I also feel like Future's like in that group of artists that like have like the influential like sort of power to just like shift, you know, just the game. Just based on influence,
You've seen it,
popularity,
You
can
see
just
that Future,
decide
you see?
that
Yeah.
you know this is the new thing. You know what I mean? And then everyone sort of follows suit, and then we drift off of where we've been to. But to an extent, you can sort of say like Future sort of plays it safe. Do you know what I'm saying with his
Yes.
work? But then that's his sound, and then he's
Plays it safe.
He does, man.
Yeah.
He will only try in certain spells. Like he will give you
But he's
the
got
double
range.
album.
He's got range. He's got.
no, I'm not saying he doesn't have range,
Nah,
but like
he's
he
got-
knows what works.
But, I mean, bro, like he's giving you, like I said, you know, what, the only reason I'm like giving kickback is because he can give you like Mask Off and he can give you I'll wait for you type shit like.
But not in the same thing though.
Yeah, exactly.
Not in the
Yeah,
same.
what do you mean?
Was it in the same?
I never liked you. I've
What-
never
no, but
liked
you
you.
just- I'm talking about
What's
with-
that song? What the where he's
The one
singing
where
his
he's
arse
saying,
off.
"Love you better."
Yes.
Yeah.
What? And then,
But
But I need a whole album
and
of that.
and then on the
I
same.
need a whole album of that. For me, I would.
That's it for
I
me.
want that. I want that
Feature.
type of
Irish
feature.
is just
And
shaking
on
his
the
head by the
same
way.
Like-
project, saying, I'm that nigga or for a nut on
I
that
know.
same project. The
But
range is
that's-
crazy.
I know, but them type of songs, we know Future to do them. Like, it doesn't take nothing for him to do that. But the ones where he's actually using his feelings, for me, those are some of his best. And it doesn't even need to be R&B. Like, it could be like a flipping "I Lied to Me" off Evil, or flipping
Too Comfortable, or
bring back live albums, man.
yes, that'd be dope.
Bring back live
I
albums,
think Cole's the
bro.
last person to do one.
And his one was incredible, bro.
Yeah, for us.
Even Mac Miller's one, I really enjoyed his live album. Jay-Z's live in Brooklyn, like, cold.
But niggas don't perform it. That's something I never really got. But artists like to say it's because live performance is different, yeah. Like, you've dropped an album, people have come for this album, and you're not performing the whole song, the whole album. Like, I don't get that. I don't get it.
You got too many.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
What do you mean?
What's
the tour called?
Some people will do a tour and it has nothing to do with their album.
How does that make sense?
I don't know.
So
I don't know.
Unless like you're like a legacy act. Do you know what I'm saying? Or
yeah,
like,
but that's what. But for me, like, if this is, let's say you're on tour for like I Never Liked You, yeah. This is, we're here for this now, like. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we know what you've done. Like, you can do. You know how they do the melody thing and they do like a verse and a hook and then they chop it up to a next track. You can do that with your older songs.
Yeah.
Within the whole set list, but bro, give me the whole. Do you know what I mean? The whole thing.
Not all artists think like that. Do you know what I mean? They don't always.
None of them think like that. I don't think I've ever been to a show.
What scale are we talking about? Also,
thinks like that.
Really?
Yeah.
What, she performs the whole album?
Yeah, she's doing that on this tour.
What, from single 1 to...
No, obviously not.
That's another thing. Why not though?
Because you got to put on a show, you have to entertain. So it's like, there's choreography, there's production, there's like, okay, like how me...
bro.
You got to blend these things in together.
No, I don't understand it. Because like you said, like I was saying, you know, you've created an album, yeah? And it's got an audio, like it's got audio experience in it. So why don't you give me that audio experience live from track 1 to the end? Do you know what I'm saying? You put an order in for a specific reason.
For
why
me,
don't you give that to me live?
Do you know what it is? For me, sometimes, like, even like using like the EP, yeah. For me, it's like, if I don't have what I need to perform that whole sort of like 8 tracks, it's like sometimes it might just be a thing where like people are not. I don't want to say people are not trying to hear that, but it's like there has to be stuff in between, because some people might want to blend, or even blending like what you have out on the EP with old stuff actually might sound better. That's a different, like, I don't want to say a different version of, but it's like, it's
fans,
like,
bro.
It's for you. You got, you know what I mean. You got to put on the show at the same time. It's like I can't, like, for me, I can't go and start with the intro and then have people there for like all that time. Like me doing Heavy Chill right now, like I can't do the whole thing through 8.
No,
I'll rather someone listen to it.
If you got a headline show and this is your headline show, Sudi Heavy Chill.
It doesn't work.
I wouldn't do all of them. Like I wouldn't do the intro. I could do, if depending on, I could.
I'll punch up if you don't do it. I can tell you that for free.
You'll perform that intro.
Like what?
Oh god.
In a way, look, in a way, like if I did a headline show now, yeah, I would love to do from track 1 to 8.
Bro, because I don't get it.
I would love to do that. I could do with this EP. I can do that, but it's like the reality of it is I can't do that.
But also,
I'm not at the point where I would do that.
No, but no artist thinks like that,
to.
Like, because you've been to, how many Drake things have you been to?
A few.
And does he perform? He doesn't perform.
But how long
But
has he
he
set?
had so many
It's
songs.
time. He's there for an hour at least,
Nah,
No, but bro,
At
you
least
want an
an hour.
hour just that EP?
We can't-
Some
we
people are here
can't
for
use
other
Drake.
songs, bro.
exactly.
We can't
Drake
use
is.
Drake
and
is-
I know
Why
this
can't
is-
you use Drake?
It's
No, not in this example.
That's a perfect
No, in this
example.
example, you got
too
No,
many
no, in this
songs.
the way it makes sense.
No,
is
for me, that is even more of a reason why you can use him.
no.
it's two. You're talking about a 4-hour show, bro.
Yeah.
No, why?
Because
He's
it's like,
got that many.
he's
Got
got
that many.
like I saw Drake on his last tour, yeah, and I'm there, like, you know, I'm taking it as like it was a great show, but I'm like, I didn't hear the songs that I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, we're in the O2 arena, bro. Like, why is he gonna do She Will? Or like, why? There's certain cuts that we're just not gonna hear because there's a whole crowd that came here for Hotline Bling or whatever.
Literally.
Like, and there's a show that needs to happen as well. I don't see why he couldn't do those cuts, to be honest.
Okay,
because there's Drake fans in the building.
Yeah. Do you know what? In my head, I'm thinking you've worked on this album for like at least a year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you've formulated it, you've structured it in a way that you're happy to put this out as an audio experience. Like I said, yeah, it's a great piece of work. It's people suppose. Do they want artists to be? Do they want fans to be putting click and shuffle when they listen to it?
I agree with you. I think
do you know what
anything
I mean?
about it should perform.
I don't get it. Like, I really want to speak to one of these people. Like, what are you guys dealing with? Like, what's the point of giving us a body of work when you're not going to perform the full body of work the way you want us to listen to it?
It depends on the
artist. Do you know what I
artist.
mean?
It depends on the artist.
There's not one artist that does it. There's not one.
That's because there's a flow of a show that needs to happen. Like, it can't just run from. I mean, I get you. It should be able to be like that. And I agree.
But it's supposed to be an experience, like, do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I think it is because, again, this is how you're reacting to it. So they've done what they need to do.
What do you mean?
This is the reaction you're taking for that. Like, you're upset.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's not good enough.
So that's it's serving its purpose. It's gonna keep you running that. You're gonna keep running that album. Keep envisioning it.
I saw Kendrick
go on.
at O2, and the show was flawless.
Amazing.
I got the album and his best bits, and it's like I wouldn't have wanted it any other way. Like the actual, like, I guess we can call it intermission from the album where he gets into, the Untitled series and Good Kid, Mad City, and like he's getting into these certain cuts as an intermission. Then we're back to the album, and then it gets to the theatrics, comes back. It's just incredible.
You need the right team to compose that.
Kendrick was cold, but like that was another thing that pissed me off, bruv.
No, but he basically done what you wanted. It was just sprinkled in with like album covers from different eras.
Yeah.
But Kendrick will do that. Like on a Damn tour as well, he basically done that album, but then interlinks like songs from Good Kid, Mad City, and whatnot.
And we're talking arenas, bro.
Exactly.
There's people that are there for that.
Just arenas, like
your hits. They don't care about your
a show needs to have its highs and lows. And when you've got a great catalogue like Kendrick, you can do that and also go through your album.
And also, why wouldn't you? It's like me doing Heavy Chill, and I don't do Virgo, I don't do Stepping In at all. I just give you the whole 1 to 8, like, and I don't give you none of the.
How long is your set?
With that on there, 1 to 8, that's like what, 20-something minutes, and then having those other songs, I can bring it up to like over 30 or more.
For your headline, that's cool.
Nah, I'm not trying to perform that long. It's a mad thing for me to say it like that, but nah. You gotta build it up.
You better get in the gym, nigga.
Huh?
You better get in the gym, man.
Yeah, I hate that, but I want me to do that now. Remember, I'm a businessman too, you know. I don't know that.
I hear it.
I'm a whole businessman.
Bruh.
What?
Tin the imports.
Yeah, I mean, like, I gotta make sure the shipping's done and everything. Like, it's just, I can't, like, for me, it's like, I don't wanna give people stuff too soon, because you gotta live with it as well. Also,
yeah.
You know what I mean, that's the key word here. You got to let people live with things.
We don't do that enough.
That's what I'm saying. Because I can't just like now. Like people want this now. It's like, alright, cool. Are you gonna appreciate it though? I suppose if like you wait a little bit for it, when you hear it, you're gonna be like, rah, this is a mad thing. It's gonna hit differently because now you've had time to like listen to how that track sounds like as an MP3 or WAV, and then when you're hearing it live, and man's done a whole flip. Imagine this song's come out, and then I fuse it with this one. You're like, rah. You're not gonna get that anywhere else.
Yeah. Also, I feel like live performances should be unique as well.
Yes.
Like as much as I like would love to hear like the album version live, like I want to hear like the dangerous version of what you did. Like, because now you're dealing with the elements and things that you can't really control.
You can do that with with a live PA, like let's say like a live band, really. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
But then it's always gonna be, but it's gonna be a bit, but it's gonna be a bit different. They might cut certain bits.
You can do the live band, but run from one to whatever. That I'm saying that's a completely.
But it
different
just depends
experience,
on.
bro.
But also it depends on the artist is what you're trying to do, like how you trying to create your set, because that's what it boils down to. It's like sometimes, like even for Easy Part, if it comes to me performing Easy Part, live, it's like I want to do the first verse and the hook. And I'm switching it. Like I'm not gonna have the outro, the bridge playing. You want me to do the bridge, and then the next track is what's the next track, and then go what?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not no James Brown or nothing, bro. Like, bro, you're gonna have to have oxygen on the side there for me. It's like
Man can't get through the second verse.
Bro, no, but it's not even that. It's doing that, and then what comes after it.
The next song.
Yeah, what song is that?
Whatever you had planned, I guess. But like,
that's what I'm saying. But that's a whole another energy again. And I'm gonna just give it to you just like this, like what on this stage here, or like.
But do you know what it is? Yeah, I think for me, it's down to the experience. Innit? Like I don't like I see you create this album for people to live with it, and now they've come out to see you live. Yeah, obviously we know you create other songs in Rare Tear, like, but. Bro, like I feel like maybe what they should start doing is do 2 different types of shows, fam. One for the album and then one for the what's it called?
But then that's that's a listening part.
You've just done it. You've answered that question. Maybe it's like albums do give artists that space to say, okay, this is I've released an album, and I want the album to be heard this way. Versus like I guess EPs there's like a different context to it. There's some might be attached to a longer concept, or it could just be an extended play. You know what I mean? And then you're gonna give you these and mix with some of my old catalog. But then maybe an album is just supposed to be like the entrance to the show is going through this mystical thing because that's what I wanted to deliver on the album, or maybe that I have the stage looking like this because that's what like the way Tyler does it. Crazy. It's like perfect example because every album, the tour reflects what the album was looking like, or the aesthetic, or the sound, or whatever. You know what I mean? And it works that way. Yeah.
Because are people really taking in albums these days? Are people really making albums like that these days?
If man that are selling tickets for 100+, and people are selling out and going there, they're listening.
Yeah.
I disagree.
Not, bro,
a lot of people are just there just to be there.
That's what I'm saying.
To say, oh yeah, I managed to get scissor tickets, or
you ask them how many tracks off the album they know. Let's see if they know the lyrics to like 5 of them.
That's insane. I could never get a concert ticket off one song.
You know what I'm saying? And you're spending 120, 130.
But you have to realize,
no chance, mate.
The way we listen to the music in comparison to another fan who's not as creative or not like takes in music differently or just consumes music, it's gonna be different because these are thoughts that you have and stuff that where you're looking at from the other side. Whereas like someone's consuming music, do you know what I mean? They can listen to this artist and then listen to this artist and that artist and this. So it's like you're just there off the vibe. You know what? That's an experience I want to pay for. You're not really listen through the whole album. Do you know what I mean? Because with different artists, it varies. Like,
yeah, still.
I agree.
Like, imagine Beyonce not doing Crazy in Love because she wanted to do the whole of the run.
That's a mad thing, but what people will
she'll
lose
get
it.
tomatoes instantly.
So, well, where's Crazy in Love? Why you not done that?
You know when they do that one more song, that's when we come out and be like, okay, Crazy in Love.
But then they've got so many songs. But there's so many songs where the same thing can be applied.
She's got
too many.
You have to deep it, but it gets to the point you've got too many.
I'm not deep in it.
What?
Just do 2 shows.
Deeper from like a co-angle.
What about it?
You're telling me if he comes out, performs whatever album,
just give me the off season, I'll be happy.
Yeah, but
if
you got the off season. You got Born Sinner. You got 2014.
Bro, like I said,
you ain't a real Cole fan.
You can do a melody of those, bro.
You got Friday Night Lights. What?
There's too
you're
much.
You're telling me you're gonna come out for Encore and do a melody?
No. They could do it within the thing, innit?
Nah.
Like, because even his live thing for Forest Hill Drive, he did, I think there's like 2 or 3 songs from Born Sinner that he did throughout, within that whole live concert, innit? But he did the whole album of Forest Hill Drive live. But, yeah, he did mix on 2 or 3 songs from like his previous bodies of work. But, like, yeah, man, it's possible, bruv.
It's doable. I think maybe just like the overall experience might just be a little bit of a letdown to the audience.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
You
their
got-
problem.
What? No, it'll be your
but
problem
you're
if they don't enjoy
there
it.
to please the fans. You're there to give the
That'll
fans
be the
what they
first and
want.
last time they go to your show, bro.
I just don't hear it.
That's cap because they all bought the album. They all listened to the album.
No, but not everybody at a show is there for that. You're assuming that everybody that goes to the show is there to see them for that specific album. Some people are not.
So why are they there?
For the best classics, they hit.
Well, they're there for that. They're
So
there
wait,
for the artists. You
hold
like to think so,
on.
innit?
You're telling me, yeah. Let's say Drake comes
go,
now,
Drake
yeah.
again?
Or, okay, let me give Cole comes now, yeah. Let's say when he came during For Your Eyes Only, yeah.
Okay.
That For Your Eyes Only tour, nobody was really fucking with that now, yeah. You're telling me you think people are gonna be buying tickets, thinking that, like, we didn't really like For Your Eyes Only, even though I love that album, yeah. But the general
But it's
consensus-
knowing that he's gonna drop some of the songs previously.
Thank
It would be
you.
criminal if he didn't do at least one of the songs from the previous projects. You have to. It don't make sense. You can't have a heater, yeah, and you don't do it. It's counterproductive.
Well, it's really a gamble, isn't it? Because they don't owe like I was saying. If the tour is titled based off the album, we're not really entitled to get any of the other tunes. But we like to think. I hope he does. There's been bare time been in the queue. Like,
Yeah.
I do hope I get to hear this tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I'm thinking the same thing, bro.
I do hope I get to hear that. But if I don't, it's whatever, innit? But I'm in the queue for you. Hopefully, this has to be the set list. There's no way you can skip it.
Can't lie to you. Whenever we do our own thing and we do a live show, there's gonna be track from 1 to 10.
Stop.
No breaks.
No breathing.
I want to hear the interludes as well.
Who told man to cut the mic? Run it, fam.
Bruh.
Run it to the end. I don't
The
care.
skits, everyone.
That's
What?
water on him, man. Let him go again.
Literally.
Who told him he's finished, bro? We've got a contract.
And also shows is like, there's a lot of dynamics that come into shows because you want to, you know, I've seen it multiple times where like set list changed based on audience and the reaction. It's like, oh, it's a slow night. No, this I need to turn up the room.
Yeah.
Like, let's go with this one. The plan might have been to start slow and then build up, but then the temperature of the room has made me kind of feel like,
Yeah, no,
Ah,
but
let's-
I think
let's
that's
start
down
heading
to
and
that's down to the artist being able to get the crowd engaged though.
oh no, 100.
But it's like,
But that's what I'm saying. There's so many dynamics to consider.
there's so many things, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, you could be ready mentally on the way to the venue to do one thing, might have got there,
And you're like, you know
spirits has sort of realigned, and now like, no, we want to do, I'm feeling like, this is how I want to step out to the stage based on how I'm feeling.
No, nigga, you wasn't prepared, bruv.
you are prepared. You
that's
have multiple
unfair.
set to have another
That's
set list.
unfair.
What do you
That's
mean?
Unfair. That's unfair.
How long? How is
That's
that unfair, bro?
Because things like that can happen.
It can happen, bro. It happens.
Wait, hold on. For what kind of shows?
Any type of
Any
show,
show.
bro.
What?
Like,
Wait, hold on. So you think Beyonce can go to a show and be like, okay, I'm feeling like, let me start with this song instead of this song that I've been practicing for 6 months. She's been practicing the whole
I hear
set
what
for
you're
6 months.
But then,
Do you
but
think
then,
these people are just walking up
No, I hear-
to tour now and just saying, oh, this is the set list?
in the rehearsal,
The whole thing's been rehearsed.
But in the rehearsal, sets do change. That's where
Yeah,
you get those
rehearsal.
changes.
I'm saying on the day. You were saying on the day it can just change. You can't just change on the day. That's craziness, bro. You can't just
I
change
think
on
at
the
certain
day.
levels you can. At other levels is a bit of an inconvenience to the. But then, you know, you should be touring with a band. You know, at that level, you should be able to make a call, like an audible, like, nah, we're doing this, and the band like, yeah, pattern up. This is this. Everyone know the routine. Yep, yeah, we're getting into this. You know what I'm saying?
But sometimes, we need to have the same band and it changes. Where you got to rehearse again, make sure everything's on
I hear it,
tune
but
and that.
I don't know, man. It's tough. Listen,
And bro, you just gotta deal with it, man.
Man said from start to finish.
I mean, the show must go on.
Exactly.
Oh, dear.
That's a legacy type show, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah, exactly.
Even those, they don't do it like that, because...
But then, how many artists have got to that point that you've been listening to? They're still making music. They're still dropping. It's just about Beyonce and Jay-Z and, do you know what I mean? And
there's bare people dropping,
that's
man.
gone. No, but I mean, got into the legacy point where they can go deep into the art. Do you remember this? Do you know what I mean? When I say legacy, I'm talking like that man that was in Wembley, bro, like Spice Girls, and them man can just come and, bro, they've got enough.
Nah.
Whereas like the people we're listening to, they're still going, like they're still, you know what I mean? They're still having to.
I hear you. But I don't think what I'm saying is too crazy, but yeah.
Okay. On that note, let's wrap up. Let's wrap up.
Harris has just said nah. Okay. Let's agree to disagree.
Before we go, playlist.
Yeah, man.
Playlist 2 songs.
2 songs.
So you guys want to add any 2 songs?
No,
To
I
Johns.
have to check quickly now. Every time I'm panicking and that.
Also, actually, Stainless has got a headline show this week.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Friday.
I say
we're
pull
lit,
up.
So pull up, man.
Dude.
You might see a performance. I don't know.
Trust me.
Nah, man.
Might see a little song here and there. But it's gonna be sick still. Got to man them down.
Shout out to Stainless though, man. Crazy, just work rate this year, man.
This guy just been on some mad type of time, bro.
You know what I mean?
Just
Fucking style.
literally.
The Stainless effect soon. You know what I
Stainless.
What you guys currently got in there?
A lot of different things.
We should probably
We only get 2?
Yeah, only 2.
We should probably make seasons of this playlist, I think, because the playlist is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
The playlist has been going for how long now?
I think it's like 2 years at this point.
Things bare hench in that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to deep what I got though.
I'm going to put Kid's new song, Stepped In Clean. Do you know?
Yes.
Oh, I might as well plug my own ones then, innit? I can do that. Oh, wonderful. I had to do a deep dive. This is hard. I don't even know which 2 tracks I would even pick though.
I got one in mind. Actually, I got a few in mind actually. I'm going with Fuck It, Benny Mills, Zesta, Lord Apex.
What is it called? Fuck It.
Yeah, video is crazy as well.
Fuck it.
Is Highly Blessed on there? You know.
I think so.
Has someone already put Weedman in there?
Weed man.
Nines.
No, I don't think so, actually. Yeah, Lyle Gold.
Yeah.
It's on there already.
No, it wasn't.
Boy.
This, do you know what? Wretch is cold, you know. But you know, there was something that I did want to, like, because...
What?
Did you see Chucky said that Wretch was one of the, like, he said he's, what did he say? He said Wretch is like one of the artists that's probably, how did he say? I don't want to... He basically said it like he's aged well and like he's growing and developing as an artist, like at a outstanding rate type shit, innit?
Okay.
Like something along those lines. And I feel like he's been cold, but like
I feel he's made that transition away from the artist. Though I think he's transitioning that.
When was his last projects?
that's
I
what I'm
think
saying.
it was Little Big Man. I think that was 2020.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't know about that whole statement there because he hasn't given us a project.
I think maybe Chucky was
He's
in
cold though, but he hasn't given us a project. Like, and all this singing shit he's been doing.
Let him cook, man.
Hold on. It's been cold, but I still want to hear the bars.
He's given you multiple.
So
How much man's giving you a fire in the booth as well, bro?
Bro.
How many times?
what? When do we get tired of it?
Alright.
Hip hop ultra to the death of me, man.
I want to hear Wretch on production I haven't heard him in. Just because...
Like what?
That's what I'm saying. I think that's a
something.
disconnect for me, because it's kind of like the thirst to hear you. I don't know what I want to hear you on.
On a drill
Style. Yeah, I'm not like.
He would.
I'm not urgent. I'm not yearning for that, and I don't know what I might be yearning to hear him
but
on.
you know, people that can rap on drill beats is crazy. Like Young Tef goes crazy on drill because he can spit. Like I don't know why, but it just goes crazy. Like it's not you know what I mean, the simple cadences and that. It's not too simplified with these other drill rappers and that. But people that can spit on drill, crazy.
I agree. I'm gonna add Winners.
Oh,
God in heaven.
And I think I'm gonna add Strike.
oh.
I can't lie, that's a hit.
Oh, stop.
Oh, it's already in there.
Is that off that new project that he's all confused and that he doesn't know if he's rapping or singing or whatever he's doing?
No,
Wow.
it's the single. But he's got songs off there.
I didn't like that project, bro. I didn't like that.
Slapping Salute by Tay Jordan Ashbeck. And
Yes. Listen, Tay Jordan. Yeah.
I feel like that might be this year's, you know what I mean, South London summer banger, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to his project still.
Who's that?
Tay Jordan.
Does he sing, rap?
He raps still.
Man's doing categories.
He's a rapper.
He's a rapper still.
Yeah, I need those categories if I know if I'm
Oh gosh.
running to
Can't make it
if
look
it's not one of the
easy.
mandem, I'm not running to know singing shit.
What am I gonna add?
I don't even know what to even add. Oh, Easy Part.
Easy Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, those are my two.
Let me just be looking at songs. It's like I've got songs there, but I don't know how it sounds like still.
Oh yeah, you've been spinning it. Huh?
No, I'm spinning it, but it's like,
No, you haven't.
yeah,
You would know, fam. You would know, like.
I would know, but
what-
I've got too many vibes. Too many vibes. I can't decide.
Someone could argue that as a problem of today's state of the game. Too many vibes.
True that.
I mean, you can't pick between the vibes now. You know what I'm saying? It's got
I've
too
got
many.
them there, but me, you see me, I like to fuse my vibes, man.
Is
I
Beanos on there?
Who?
By Jordy, Beanos.
Beanos.
Yeah, I'm just gonna plug myself. I can't lie. Pause.
Oh.
Pause.
I don't think so.
Have I given you 2 songs then? Yeah, that's Beanos on that then. And Clean by Bruce.
What am I gonna add? There's this Yeet song that I've been listening to recently.
Nice, yeah, FaceTime as well. Still.
Oh, what's that pull-up tune?
Yeah, cool.
Femi Guerra.
Yeah, that one
Pull up
is
and be
crazy.
I need to check that out.
Who?
I need
Femi
to check
Guerra.
that out.
That
follow
one, you're
Femi
playing at
Guerra.
the video show. I was like, yeah, this is
That
Garrett.
one
This
had a
is.
diff-
I want
had
to see this live.
Skanking, bro. What?
Up Off X by Yeet. I'm not gonna add.
What?
Listen to Yeet.
He's
How
hard,
can
man.
you look at him? I thought you would listen to you. Still.
Bro, yeah.
I was a Yeet guy. Like,
Bro, you like that whole
You
that's
know,
you.
ad lib shit.
Slam talk.
I actually be a closet fan.
Not even. I haven't even got into it.
You don't
but
listen to Yeet? Damn, I thought you was definitely a Yeet guy.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, I don't know what happened to trap because I used to be all
Yeah,
over
you
trap
was
music. That was
the
me, like-
trap mascot.
Like literally, that was me, bro. But like,
Oh,
I
how
don't
time
know.
has changed.
It's that overexposure, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Too many
And
MOSHPITS.
you know what it is. You know what it is. I think obviously, like the goats like Future and Fugger, they do trap on like a different level.
Free Young Fog, by the way.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Every time, like. So the other man that are doing it, like even Little Keel, I just got into him recently. Like I listened to, he's got a song with Fugger. It goes Brazy. Forgot what it's called, but yeah, no. Even him, I've just started listening to. Like I haven't been listening to any of these new trap rappers and that, but I need to.
Bro, I'm getting my current YSL fix from Lil Got It. It's hard.
Who's that?
He's like one of, I think, I don't know if he was officially
Lil Got It,
YSL,
yeah.
but he was like one of the youngers underneath the umbrella.
Yeah.
No, he was Lil Key's brother.
Okay.
Lil Key and
okay.
Lil Got It, but like, he's holding it down for for the YSL gang right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the man maybe mad at that Rico still.
Yeah.
Free the guys, man.
It's a deeper one.
Bro,
Yeah, man.
and said we want him.
Bruh, free Jeff, man. Free Jeff.
The whole project, this little guy, the cheater. Have you listened to that?
Nah, not yet.
Okay.
Year of the Cheetah.
But he's
Cheater.
Oh,
he's just carrying on that YSL like flair, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just
yeah.
the just that Atlanta shit. Like he's
Hey,
just still waving that flag, you know what I mean?
yeah, that label, boy.
hey, man, bring back Gunna, man.
Yeah.
Bring back Gunna, man.
I need to hear what's up.
Iris is not hearing it.
Dude, he looked at you. He said, pardon?
Well, pardon.
Said, huh?
Oh, man.
I need to see what Fugger has to say about that first, bro. The Honcho swoop.
Listen, man.
Damn.
Nah, shout out Gunna, man. Big man thing.
But we out of here, man. Go like, share,
Yeah,
subscribe, and actually follow. Where can they find you guys?
So you can find me on Instagram, Sudi, SUDI_Skywalker, Twitter, same thing. The clothes, look, the merch, see that there?
TCF all day.
TCF.
Grab it while you can, guys.
Do you know what I mean? It's even sold out, but it's coming back still.
Because when it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone. TCF_clothing. Blah, blah. Skate. Trust.
Yeah, you can find me _NJRGE Jiroge. Yeah, man. All socials. You know what I mean?
Sound man.
We there. Slime tour, man.
Hey,